Hi guys, and welcome back to the series Thunderstorms, written and narrated by Stacey Holt. As always, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you'd like to support the series. Now, Chapter 9, Her Weakness. She heard a thump on her balcony and let out a smile as she curled up in a ball on her bed, closing her eyes. She felt the bed shift as she felt a body lay down next to her. She opened her eyes and smiled as she saw Cat Noir.
"Can I see your side again? Please, my lady?"
Cat said, guilt seemingly to be overwhelming him. "I looked at it clearer earlier in the mirror. It isn't a bruise," Marinette said with a sigh. Cat looked at her side and lifted her shirt high enough to see the bruise clearly now. She was right. It was a black and purple Akuma-shaped bruise of some kind. He lightly ran his finger along it, seeing her face show pain. He could feel the darkness and heat resonate off of her skin, and he gave her a worried look. "How bad is it?" Marinette grit her teeth. Marinette sat up and looked at him in the eyes, as he didn't give her an answer.
"To think you're..."
Marinette once again stopped his words with her hand and smiled. "It's all right. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. I thought it would be more dramatic, but..." She laughed awkwardly.
"Dramatic? You're extremely hurt,"
Cat said, tears starting to form.
"And it's my fault. I should have taken the hit, not you."
Marinette jumped towards him, pulling him close to her, wrapping her arms around him in an embrace. "No one should have gotten hit. This isn't your fault. This is Hogmoth's fault, not yours," Marinette said, feeling him cautiously hold her as well, avoiding her bruised area. Just as he leaned his head away from hers, a crack of thunder and lightning could be seen from above them from the balcony window. She felt Cat jump, but only smiled at him comfortingly. "Want to stay the night?" Marinette said softly. Cat smiled and nodded, de-transforming. Marinette blushed and turned away.
"Does my civilian self make you nervous?"
Adrian smirked. "It's not like I've had the crush of the century on you since you gave me that umbrella." Marinette laughed nervously.
"You have?"
He blushed. Marinette nodded slowly and covered herself up in her blankets to hide from his vision.
"It's okay, Bugaboo. I liked you for a while, too,"
Adrian confessed, pulling the blankets over him as well. Marinette turned to face him and felt like the night couldn't get any better. "I didn't get any of my designs done," Marinette sighed.
"It's okay. We can skip school tomorrow and finish them. We can get them done before the fashion show."
Adrian smiled. Marinette hugged him tightly, feeling the warmth of his skin against hers. She looked up into those emerald eyes and closed her eyes. Adrian closed his eyes and touched her lips with his and felt his cheeks burning with excitement. He was kissing Marinette. He was kissing Ladybug. This entire time, Ladybug was Marinette. How could he not see it before? But it made him twice as happy. He fell in love with her twice. He pulled her closer to him, wrapping her in his embrace, to not only comfort himself during the thunderstorm, but to also show how much he loved her. They both drifted off to sleep, and it seemed that Adrian wasn't as jumpy around thunderstorms as he had been in years. Maybe thunderstorms weren't something to fear like he first thought. They illuminated the roaring excitement that jumped within the clouds, just as Ladybug had illuminated the way to win any fight with her Miraculous, just as he jumped around helping assist her. They were a perfect thunderstorm together. Adrian woke up feeling her still laying against him as he noticed that they were still intertwined under the blankets. While he was asleep, he had unknowingly matched her breathing and felt her rising and falling as he breathed in and out. This was nice. He took a second to just sit there and appreciate everything that had happened these last few days. He felt her shift and started to wake up, and for some reason he closed his eyes to pretend to sleep, just as a child would if they heard their parents coming to check on them. Marinette looked down at Adrian, who seemed to be asleep, and sat up. She stretched and climbed down the ladder, disappearing into the kitchen below her bedroom. Plag flew out and groaned to Adrian, knowing fully well he was awake.
Come on, I'm hungry. I need my sweet, sweet camembert.
Plag sighed. Tiki flew over to Plag and nudged him as she rolled her eyes.
Sugar cube.
Plag smiled.
Ugh, stop calling me that. Never, my little sugar cube.
Adrian let out a soft laugh as he sat up. Adrian looked around for Marinette, but couldn't find her, so he decided to climb down. As soon as he made her bed. It was the least he could do, after what he put her through, especially since he hurt her.
Adrian, what are we going to do about that mark?
Tiki asked, concerned. It looks really bad, but maybe it will heal? Adrian asked, smoothing out her blanket.
Shouldn't the ladybugs have healed and restored everything?
Plag asked.
Well, my powers that I give her are like a double-edged knife. I give her abilities, yeah. I give her the most luck anyone has ever had. While you give Adrian the hitting power he needs to do his role, as well as the ability to get hit. You ever wonder why she got 2 powers, while Cat Noir only got his cataclysm? Well, it's more of a passive power for you.
Tiki said, sighing. No wonder when I cataclysmed myself, it didn't take long for me to start helping out again. Though, it really hurt. Adrian said, grabbing his rib as he remembered what it felt like.
Yeah, well, if Ladybug ever got hit with that, I fear she wouldn't bounce back,
Tiki said, averting her eyes. Thank you so much for watching. The next chapter will be out soon. Again, if you'd like to stay up to date, go ahead and hit that notification button. I know a lot of you said that I don't have one. I'm not really sure why, although I don't really know what to put in the ending, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep that ending. You can go ahead and check out Melting if you haven't read that one or listened to that one, but I'm just going to go ahead and keep the ending the same just because it's a ritual now. But I will see you guys in the next chapter. Bye, guys!